After building a YouTube channel over 100,000 subscribers, I stepped away and quietly built a second channel that just felt easier. It got monetized much faster than this one ever did, in right around 40 days. And it's not because I chased any trends or did anything special. I just approached YouTube much differently. In today's video, I want to talk about exactly what I did to get to that point and share some tips with you about building out a channel in 2026. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the winning team. I'm Nakisha if you're new, and today I want to talk about what I did differently to build my second YouTube channel this time around. Now, if you are trying to build a YouTube channel and you want to build a business instead of just a channel, click on the link down in my description and grab my quiet income business blueprint. This is going to walk you through everything that I'm talking about today and show you how to get to where you're making money and not just building out a channel for the sake of having one. So the first thing I did when I went to build out this channel is I thought about who I wanted to talk to. I was getting away from my main channel because it just was too much at the time. And I was like, you know what? I want a space to where I can just share my heart. I want to be able to get on here and talk about business and SEO and all the things that I love to talk about. And I've created a community of people who clearly love that stuff too, but I just wanted to talk about it in a different way. And so I thought about it like this channel is community over everything. This is not about views. It's not about any of that. I just simply want to connect with my community. And so I was like, listen, I'm trying to connect to women who are just tired of this hustle, who know that there's 42 ways to skin a cat and that I don't need to be jumping up and down on social media in order to get a thing done, right? I want to build out an online business in a way that is sustainable and in a way that I can continue to be myself and continue to uphold my morals and values as a person. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to connect with that woman. So I just was like, you know what? I'm going to just make that content. I'm going to make that content that is purely from my heart, purely things that I probably wouldn't say on my primary channel. And we're just going to go with it. And I just sat and I just yapped, right? These were much longer videos, much more in depth, much more raw, no edits, no edits. There are some of the newer videos that have, you know, a few cuts here or there because I probably went too far and had to reel myself back in. But most of those videos don't even have an edit on them. I simply just connected with the people that I wanted to connect to, and that was the only goal of the channel. Secondly, I focused on a message that I cared about. I focused on something that meant something to me, and that message was about being able to be on the internet at my big age and build a sustainable business with my morals and values intact, without having to do the most, without jumping around to every platform, chasing every trend. I wanted to talk about that because I felt like, you know, there wasn't very many people talking about it. I feel like the internet space is kind of run by a bit younger, you know, type of person, and there are more millennials out here than ever, I feel like, but there is not a space to really kind of share the thought process behind being an older person on the internet and actually being on here to build a business where you do not have to do all the things. So I focused on that message of a quiet income. I truly have been doing this for a long time, building on platforms that are not the most popular, but actually do really, really well over time. And I just feel like it was a message that no one's really sharing. People feel like blogging is died and Pinterest is not a thing. And oh my God, you know, it's kind of old school. I can't be jumping around on TikTok. And so I really, really focused on a message that I believed in. So after I focused on connecting with my community and actually sharing a message that I was deeply passionate about, it created the third thing, which is to treat the channel like the front door of my business. I knew from the beginning that this was going to be a business and that I was not doing this for fun or virality or, for the sake of doing it. I wanted to connect deeply with a person that shared the same vision that I shared as far as building out an online business. And once that channel got monetized within 40 days, I began to get questions about exactly what I did to get there. Because while it was very casual and very natural, there was obviously a strategy behind it. There's no hiding that, right? And so as the questions came in, I created something called the YouTube Push. It was a 30-day challenge to help you get your channel up and running and monetized within 90 days, because I do believe that 90 days is a good parameter of time in order to get information, the information that you need in order to monetize a YouTube channel. And so the YouTube Push is a 30-day execution challenge. We are working, we are getting the things done. And I am going to be launching this again in July, and I would love to have you join us. Each and every day you get prompts directly from me on what you should be doing and what you should be focusing on in order to get that YouTube channel monetized. I walk you step by step, day by day, on exactly what I did to get my channel monetized in 40 days. There's a group of like-minded women who are building alongside you. That is so important to me when it comes to doing a thing, because some people just lack the motivation, they lack the know-how, they lack the energy they need in order to get a thing done. And sometimes when you're building alongside a group, that can be helpful for you. So I'm going to be running the YouTube Push again in July. We will be starting July the 6th. Do not hesitate. I have very limited number of seats for this. I am not trying to have 100 people up in here, and we're just not doing it. So if you are interested in this, click on the link in my description and join us for the YouTube Push. I had built the momentum on the channel and I was able to do this. And so I was able to open up the challenge. I started my community from that channel, and I think the channel now only has 3,000 subscribers. I want you to know that you don't have to be the biggest channel out there. You do not have to focus on being viral or getting the clout. You can focus on your coin, do it morally, do it in a much calmer, cuter fashion than having to upload every single day on this platform. It can be done your way. There are so many ways to skin a cat. My grandmother always said that to me. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And I think that you can do it your way, okay? However, there are certain baselines that need to be met in order to get a thing done, and I will be sharing that inside of the YouTube Push. So if you are interested, click on the link in my description, get inside of the YouTube Push so that we can focus on these 3 things that I did in order to build out this YouTube channel. Focused on community first. Connect with your audience. Speak about a message that you thoroughly care about and that resonates with you deeply, because there will be someone else that it resonates deeply with as well. And then finally, treat that channel as the front door of your business. Nothing else. Focusing on building out your community first and connecting with the people that support you. Secondly, truly focusing on a message that you believe in, because if you're passionate about it, there's going to be someone else who's just as passionate about it. And then thirdly, treating it as the front door of a business. It is marketing for the business that you are going to have running on the back end of it, and not being shy about that and not feeling a ways about that, because grown women understand how business operates, right? So if you are interested in joining us to build out your YouTube channel, definitely join us for the YouTube Push. I will have the link down in my description, and I will talk to you in this video right here, where I'm going to break down the 4 things that creators should be focused on in order to build out a YouTube channel that not only gets them views, but gets them paid.